Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we will be discussing a powerful book that offers valuable life lessons and practical advice on achieving success and making a positive impact. In this video, we will explore the key insights from Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven. So, let's dive into the world of this inspiring book. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven is a profound book that outlines 10 fundamental lessons learned from Navy SEAL training and how they can be applied to everyday life. Throughout the book, Admiral McRaven shares insights on discipline, resilience, teamwork, and leadership, drawing from his own experiences in the military. Admiral McRaven emphasizes the importance of starting your day with a simple task: making your bed. This small act can set the tone for the day ahead and instill a sense of accomplishment and order in your life. By making your bed every morning, you establish a sense of discipline and control over your environment, which can have a positive ripple effect on the rest of your day. Make Your Bed by William H. McRaven is a motivational book that shares life lessons from Navy SEAL training. It emphasizes the importance of setting small goals, taking risks, and persevering through challenges, all while making your bed each morning. William H. McRaven is a retired 4-star U.S. Navy SEAL admiral. During his 37 years of service, McRaven experienced quite a lot, both in training and in battle. He has led troops in both Iraq and Afghanistan. Make Your Bed is a collection of the author's 10 most valuable personal experiences during his many years of service with the U.S. Navy SEALs. Each is a simple yet priceless piece of advice that will have a positive influence on your life. Make Your Bed is a practical and motivating book that explores the significance of small tasks and how they can impact our daily lives. Here's why this book is worth reading. It offers simple yet powerful insights on how making your bed each morning can set the tone for a productive and successful day. Through real-life stories and experiences, the book demonstrates the importance of discipline and attention to detail in achieving personal goals. With its uplifting tone and relatable examples, the book delivers its message in a way that is engaging and surely devoid of boredom. Here is a sentence showcasing the greatness of a quote of this book. It takes a team of good people to get you to your destination in life. You cannot paddle the boat alone.
William H. McRaven.
Those are the individuals who truly deserve to immerse themselves in this extraordinary book. Team leaders looking for inspiration. Anyone struggling to cope with life. Motivational speakers. The 17-year-old discouraged about what he can do in life since he lives in a poor neighborhood. And anyone who feels unlucky, demotivated, or just lazy. Make Your Bed encourages you to pursue your goals and change the lives of others for the better by showing that success is a combination of individual willpower and mutual support. In 2014, Admiral William H. McRaven gave the commencement address at the University of Texas at Austin. While encouraging the students to improve the world, he gave many life lessons that could be of help. He had learned most of them during his Navy SEAL training. 6 months of runs in the sand, obstacles courses, unending calisthenics, and continuous harassment by veterans who wanted only the strongest to get to the end of it. As a cadet, McRaven learned that success doesn't depend on social status, race, or religion. It's not how good your parents were to you or which school you went to that determines your future. It's a combination of the little actions and help from others that makes people successful. The Admiral's speech went viral on YouTube and later became a book. In Make Your Bed, Small Things That Can Change Your Life, and Maybe the World, McRaven stresses that life is unfair, as everybody knows. In fact, what defines great men and women is how they deal with life's unfairness. People like Helen Keller, Nelson Mandela, Stephen Hawking are just a few examples. Here are my 3 favorite lessons about leveraging self-discipline and teaming up for a meaningful life. Making your bed first thing in the morning can lead to many tasks completed by the end of the day. If you want to change the world, never ever ring the bell. Find someone to help you paddle if you want to make a real difference in the world. Do you want to be prepared for life challenges? Let's see what we can learn from a Navy veteran who has held impressive key roles inside and outside the military. Lesson 1. Making the bed can boost your productivity and even give you hope in the bad days. As a U.S. SEAL cadet, McRaven had to make his bed to perfection first thing after waking up. If he failed to follow the bed-making code, he had to perform the sugar cookie ritual, which has nothing to do with treats, as you can imagine. It's more about diving into the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean and then rolling around on the beach until you are covered with sand head to toe. But why is making your bed so important? While it may seem trivial when big assignments are waiting for you outside, starting off with this small task makes you feel a little proud and ready to deal with the rest of your tasks. And if you have a miserable day, coming back to a bed made by you will make you feel tomorrow will be better. After a serious injury, McRaven spent many months lying on a hospital bed that had been wheeled into his government quarters. When he was finally able to stand up unaided, the first thing he did was adjusting the bed. It was his way of showing that he was recovering and moving forward. Lesson 2. If you want to make a difference in life, never give up, learn from failures, and keep improving yourself. During the SEAL training, McRaven and his fellows had to withstand uncountable challenges of strength and courage. Giving up at any time was very easy. They just had to ring a bell hanging in the center of the compound and they would be free immediately. Never ring the bell if you want to achieve big goals in life. You may have heard of the circus, another legendary punishment known to make many cadets quit the SEAL training. It's 2 hours of additional calisthenics, paired with non-stop harassment by SEAL combat veterans. During the training, McRaven was part of a swim team that constantly came in last place and had to face the circus many times a week. At the moment of the graduation test, though, they came in first. All those hours of calisthenics had made them stronger. Life is full of circuses. You fail, you keep training yourself, you get stronger. Once McRaven's team had to swim 4 miles in the dark. Scary enough in itself, but that night there were even reports of big white sharks near the coast. Since it was the only way to complete the SEAL training, they swam anyway. If you want to achieve your full potential in life, don't let fear stop you. Lesson 3. Life is a struggle. To accomplish great things you need to fight. But you can't do it alone. You need teammates. SEAL cadets also have to overcome Hell Week, 7 days of endurance tests when many of them call it quits. During their Hell Week, McRaven and his fellows had to spend a whole night sitting, covered in cold mud. In the middle of the test, some of them seemed ready to give up. Then one man began to sing. One by one the others followed him. Suddenly the mud felt less cold and the dawn closer. Sometimes life gets very hard. The loss of someone you love, a disease, or something you are not prepared for may crush your spirit. These are the moments when you need to dig inside yourself and bring out all your strength. But you also need the help of your friends and family. Years ago, the author was badly wounded in a parachute accident and he had to go through months of recovery and rehabilitation. He's sure he would have surrendered to self-pity and depression if his wife hadn't been there to support him. In McRaven's view, life is like a small rubber boat. You cannot paddle it alone. It takes a team of good people to get you where you want to go. So, as he says, find someone to share your life with. Never forget that your success depends on others. Make Your Bed is an inspiring book that exhorts us to think big while taking care of the small things. You are supposed to meet 10,000 people in your life, but even if you affect the ones of only 10 people and they do the same for someone else, the world is going to be a better place within a few generations. Each of us can make a difference. The act of making your bed may seem trivial, but Admiral McRaven argues that it lays the foundation for other tasks and sets the stage for success in other aspects of your life. It teaches you the importance of attention to detail, consistency, and taking pride in your work, no matter how small the task may seem. Lesson number 1 from Make Your Bed is to start your day with a task completed. By accomplishing a simple task like making your bed, you kickstart your day with a sense of achievement and motivation to tackle bigger challenges. This lesson highlights the significance of setting goals, taking action, and building momentum early in the day. Another key lesson from the book is that you can't go it alone. Admiral McRaven emphasizes the value of teamwork, collaboration, and supporting one another in achieving common goals. He stresses the importance of building strong relationships fostering trust, and working together towards a shared vision. One of the most powerful lessons in Make Your Bed is that failure can make you stronger. Admiral McRaven shares stories of his own failures and setbacks, highlighting how these experiences can be opportunities for growth, learning, and resilience. He encourages readers to embrace challenges, learn from mistakes, and persevere in the face of adversity. A key takeaway from Make Your Bed is the significance of mindset. Admiral McRaven emphasizes the power of a positive attitude, mental resilience, and unwavering determination in overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. By cultivating a growth mindset and focusing on solutions rather than problems, you can navigate challenges with confidence and perseverance. Discipline is a recurring theme throughout the book, highlighting its role in shaping character, building habits, and driving success. Admiral McRaven underscores the importance of self-discipline in achieving personal and professional goals, stressing the need to stay committed to your values, priorities, and long-term aspirations, even in the face of adversity. Make Your Bed emphasizes the ripple effect of small actions and how they can lead to significant positive changes in your life. By starting each day with a simple task like making your bed, you establish a sense of order, control, and accomplishment that can cascade into other areas of your life, fostering a cycle of productivity, motivation, and success. A core message of the book is the importance of never giving up, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Admiral McRaven shares stories of resilience, courage, and perseverance from his time in the military, highlighting the value of grit, determination, and unwavering resolve in the pursuit of your dreams and ambitions. Here are some valuable insights extracted from this captivating book. I believe you will find them highly beneficial. Feel encouraged to explore its wisdom further and let it spark new perspectives and ideas on your journey. 1. Start the day off right by making your bed, and never underestimate the importance of a teammate. If you've ever seen a movie where young soldiers were struggling through boot camp, you may have noticed their bunk beds and how orderly and neat they're kept. It may seem like a small and insignificant detail, but a made bed can get your day started on the right foot. The author and his fellow cadets were taught the proper way to make a bed in Coronado, California, as part of the basic training for being a member of the U.S. SEAL team. And they also learned when to make their bed first thing after waking up. If someone failed to follow the bed-making code, they would perform the sugar cookie ritual, which involved diving into the Pacific Ocean and then immediately rolling in the hot sand on the beach. Now, you may be thinking, what's the big deal about making your bed? Well, it may be an easy task, but accomplishing any task first thing in the morning is the best and most productive way to start your day. It gets the ball rolling, so to speak. By finishing one job, you'll find it easier to begin checking off the other tasks on your list. And before you know it, you'll be feeling great and productive, all thanks to making your bed. Another life lesson from the military is the importance of teammates in your life. The author learned this the hard way after a near-fatal parachute jump. Falling through the air, McRaven was struck by another jumper's parachute, which caused his own parachute to become entangled with his leg. The force of his parachute's deployment broke his pelvis and tore his stomach muscles from the bone. During his months of recovery, the author came to learn how important it is to have someone to help you carry on. If not for his wife, Georgianne, McRaven would likely have succumbed to depression and self-pity. Everyone experiences a time in life when he needs the support of someone who believes in him. You can't make it through life on your own. 2. Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't expect life to be fair. Were you ever surprised by someone? Perhaps you initially assumed the person was dull and boring, only to end up later on as great friends. The lesson here is to never make the mistake of judging someone by anything other than their heart. The opposite scenario also holds true. You might think a stranger is something they're not. So before you place your confidence in them, ask yourself, what do I really know about this person? When McRaven was in college and considering his future as a Navy SEAL, he visited a recruitment center to learn more. While he was there, he noticed Tom Norris, a small, balding, and frail-looking man. He looked like the exact opposite of a badass SEAL team veteran. Yet that's exactly who Lieutenant Tom Norris was. A war hero who'd been shot in Vietnam while risking his life to save others. Norris fought through painful injuries and exhausting recovery to continue serving his country as a member of the FBI's hostage rescue team. This brings us to another valuable lesson, that you shouldn't expect life to be fair and reasonable. McRaven faced a fair amount of sugar cookies during his SEAL training, diving into the waves of the Pacific and then rolling around in the sand. This punishment was inflicted even if he hadn't gone against the SEAL training rules, which could make life seem unfair and unreasonable. But after you spend enough time running around with sand rubbing against every inch of your body, you come to accept that life is unfair and that it's futile to resist this fact. The ridiculous thing to do would be to waste time by refusing to accept life's challenges. Instead, you need to pick yourself up and march forward. 3. Learn from your failures and don't be afraid to take risks. No one likes to hear the word failure. It's loaded with negativity, something everyone wants to avoid. But with the right perspective, failure can be used as an advantage. Sometimes, failing is unavoidable, and though it can cause pain and suffering, that doesn't mean we should allow it to overpower us. Instead, we can use it to make us stronger and more determined. While training with the basic underwater demolition SEAL teams, the author was part of a swim team that was constantly finishing in last place. This meant they were subject to another dreaded Navy SEAL ritual, the circus. Legendary among SEAL members, the circus is a strenuous endurance test that has been known to make many cadets give up and quit SEAL training. The circus was an exhausting trial for McRaven, but it worked, improving the results of his swim team. And when it came time for the graduation test, which featured a swim that was more challenging than any they'd faced before, they ended up finishing first. Their previous failure had made them stronger than any of the other cadets. Part of learning from failure is a willingness to take chances. Because in order to win big, you have to take big risks. While comfort has its pleasures, there's a certain thrill in taking risks as well. And if you let your anxieties and fears control all your decisions, you won't get very far. In 2004, McRaven was faced with a tricky situation. There was an enemy compound in Iraq that was holding 3 hostages, and the intel was that the enemy and their captives would soon be on the move. His best chance of freeing the hostages required a risky daytime raid on the compound. Of course, it wasn't ideal. They'd be out in the daylight, and the compound was barely big enough to accommodate the 3 helicopters the team required. It was risky, but McRaven gave the orders to execute the mission. They had to push aside their fears of failure and death, but it was a success and the hostages were rescued. Be courageous in order to keep pursuing your goals, and when life gets tough, be the best you can be. Life can throw a lot of challenges your way. You may be confronted by bullies or false friends. Or, if you're a Navy SEAL, maybe shark-infested waters are between you and what you want to accomplish. The time may come when it feels easier to shy away rather than rise to the challenge. But this would be a mistake. Everyone has fears. You can't let them stand in your way. Be courageous and stay determined to reach your goals. There are countless fears to overcome in order to join the ranks of the Navy SEALs. One night, McRaven and his swim partner had to swim 4 miles in the dark, which can be unnerving enough on its own. But this night, there were reports that they'd be swimming with hammerhead sharks, leopard sharks, and even the most aggressive and feared of all, great white sharks. McRaven couldn't let a fear of sharks prevent him from completing his SEAL training, however, and so he used this goal to boost his courage and continue. Courage is also what it takes to persevere in the face of tragedy and life's grimmest moments. It's during such moments that we need to put our best selves forward. Times of darkness are sure to befall each and every one of us at one time or another. A friend, family member, or loved one may die, or you may need to fight an illness that takes every bit of your strength. Though terribly trying, these times require that you rise to the challenge. McRaven has seen far too many people die in battle. These are always the toughest and bleakest of times, but they're also the times when he's been most impressed with the endurance and resilience that people have shown. After a Navy special operator died in Iraq, his twin brother was there to stand tall and offer a shoulder to cry on for grieving friends and family. It was an inspiring thing to witness. He said he wanted to make his twin brother proud. 5. Be strong for others and don't quit. Does this sound familiar? You're at the end of your rope, ready to call it quits, and then you talk to a friend who offers a fresh perspective and gives you that second wind. These are moments that show how much difference one person can make. We should all strive to be someone who can instill hope in others and lead them forward in life. Even if you know very little about the Navy SEALs, you may have heard of Hell Week, a 7-day endurance test that often serves as the point where cadets either make it or call it quits. At one point, trainees have to spend a night sitting, covered in cold mud. During McRaven's Hell Week, one of the cadets got up and walked away, ready to quit. But then one of the other men began to sing, and then a second and third joined in. Soon they were all singing. It began with one man, but it was enough to get that cadet to turn around and rejoin the group with renewed hope. This brings us to the final lesson. Don't give up. Life is beautiful, even in the times when it's a painful mess. Remember, those blissful moments are impossible without the bad ones. So when times get tough, don't feel sorry for yourself or blame others. Life is what you make of it, and it will only be as good as the effort you put into it. And if you give it nothing, you'll only feel regret. In Afghanistan, a soldier named Adam Bates was badly wounded by a landmine. When McRaven visited him in the hospital, Bates was covered in burns. Tubes ran in and out of him. Not only that, he'd lost both legs. Nevertheless, Bates used sign language to signify that he'd be all right. It's the kind of response McRaven is so proud to see in soldiers. So often they face hardship but refuse to succumb to self-pity. A SEAL learns to never give up. And if Adam Bates can find what it takes to keep going, surely you can as well. As we come to the end of this video, we hope that the insights shared from Make Your Bed have inspired you to embrace discipline, resilience, teamwork, and a positive mindset in your own life. Remember, success is not defined by your circumstances but by your response to them. By incorporating the lessons from this book into your daily routine, you can unlock your full potential and lead a more purposeful and fulfilling life. In conclusion, Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven is a compelling book that offers timeless wisdom and practical advice for achieving success and leading a fulfilling life. By applying the principles outlined in the book, such as starting your day with a task completed, embracing teamwork, and learning from failure, you can cultivate discipline, resilience, and a positive mindset that will set you up for success in all areas of your life. If you found value in the lessons shared in this video, we highly recommend picking up a copy of Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven to delve deeper into the stories and insights that can transform your life. This book serves as a motivational guidebook filled with practical tips and powerful anecdotes that resonate with readers from all walks of life. You can find the link to acquire a copy of this incredible book in the description below. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and comment below with your thoughts on Make Your Bed by William H. McRaven. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content and book summaries. Until next time, keep striving for greatness, stay motivated, and never underestimate the power of making your bed. Have a wonderful day, and make each moment count.